Hey everyone, it's VJose32 here, and it is day 4, 365 days of cards, and apparently this year is a leap year, so we get one bonus day of 365 days of cards. It's going to be a bonus day. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet for that day. Ooh, I've got some ideas. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. But we'll deal with that when we get there. I'm still going to be doing this as 365 days, even though it should be 366 days, simply because everyone else is doing 365 days, and my intro says 365 days, and I don't want to pay $10 to spend $1 on a new intro. Anyway, my Blaine box. I love this box. It's so nice. Nice, hard, durable. Notice a few things. One thing I showed you, I don't know if you can see, is there is a split spades. You can see it somewhat. Split spades logo right here, embossed on the one side. On this side, I showed you, it's autographed by Mr. Blaine himself. There's also a split spades logo on here, on the end, that I hope you can see that I didn't notice. And on this side here, it says designed by Mark D. Stutzman, who designs a lot of his decks. And also on this side, I forgot to note, where was it? Right here, it says limited edition 12 decks, and there is the split spades logo again. Again, I don't know if you can read it because this is a black box and the lighting is apparently not that good. But you can sort of get the idea. Can't see if there's anything else there. I just love this interesting lid, as you can see. It's at an angle. Kind of cool. And it's so nice and hard. I love it. Better than a shoebox, like I have most of my decks in. Anyway, it has 12 decks in it still, but not all of the decks that came in it. I've got all the decks that I'm keeping in it. I am selling some decks. These ones, primarily, I guess, are the ones that I have for sale right now, with some potential bonuses. So I thought I'd show you them quickly. There is the red split spades, and with that you will get 2 red double backers. There's a blue split spades deck, and with that you will get some cards as well. You get a blue double backer, and these are cards that I'm throwing in that I don't have to throw in, that I could potentially keep if I wanted, but whatever. You also get an ace of hearts with a thumbprint reveal of an 8. And your choice of one of these 2 blue back gimmick cards. One is a 7 of spades with a 9 of spades index on one side. And this one is basically a 4 of diamonds with a 5 of diamonds index. Pretty simple gaff cards. You can choose one of these. First come, first serve. There is another split spades deck. This one is with a sepia back on it. It is just a blue deck. I actually opened my other one just to double check it, and it is in fact blue. And you will get also a double backer and that ace of hearts with the 8 thumbprint reveal, and one of these 2 daff cards. I'm also selling 2, I should say 1, white lions in blue, because one of them is sold as far as I'm concerned, and the other one is still available as far as I'm concerned. First come, first serve. There's people that are interested in some of these decks. If you are interested, definitely PM me, get me in touch. And don't make me any offers of $5 or $10. I'm looking for $15 to $20 per deck, plus about $5 for shipping. $10 if you want it even faster. than regular shipping. And I'm also selling this B, also again about the same price, about 15 bucks. And I opened it. That's why I'm not selling it for more, but it's an older David Blaine deck. I'll do a review on it. And it's pretty cool. And the reason why I'm selling it is because I basically got two of them. So I figured I would part with one of them. The only difference in them is one has a black seal, one has a white seal. This one has black, the other one has white, as I'll show you in a minute. Now, the 12 decks that I have in this box includes the red white lions, the ultraviolet white lions, which reminds me of that sepia deck because it's got a red lions box and it's actually looks like a blue deck, although it's supposed to be purple. Review on that coming up soon. There's also, yes, a blue white lions and a tally-ho split spades in black. Speaking of split spades, I also have a sepia colored one, well, sepia colored box, beautiful blue deck. I have black split spades, which are hard to find, and then blue split spades and red split spades. And then I have a B, and again, the only major difference is this one has a white seal, the other one has a black seal. And then there is this split spades stripper deck in blue, a split spades marked deck in black, and another marked deck in black. This one is a older one that I had. This is actually the one they released. This is the one that came with the box. Reviews coming on some of these decks, maybe even right now if I have time. I can review a deck. Oops. Let's get this out of the way. Let me show you quickly what you get with this B deck. Alright, it's a standard B box. This one is exactly the same as you can see. Casino quality club special B. Playing cards, all black and gold, really nice. This side says Diamondback Club Special. This side, U.S. Playing Card Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Made in USA. The top, B number 92. I should show you this way. And on the bottom, it says B Cambridge Finish, and there's a barcode, which is a good finish, by the way. And then the back, just like any B casino decks, so it says, you know, date, time, and game table, and then there's a window, and you see the Diamondback, but it's not a Diamondback. Down the flap, there's some trademark information, and what you get is this one card that has two split spade aces this way, and on this side, one really big one. And this thinking is there's no reveals or anything like that. So it's just kind of an art card. It's not really, could possibly be used for a gimmick, I'm not sure. And then you get a blank card. The back design of the cards is slightly different than you will see on the split spades. You might notice, I don't know which one's the best to show you. The split spades actually have basically what it looks here in the center is a dove, it looks like. And then it looks like some kind of flames and stuff like that, but it's a bird, a dove, I think. This one you'll see, it's not a dove. It's actually claws from a dove. It's pretty cool. I like that, although they don't do that, obviously, in the split spades. Only the older decks. Other than that, the back is pretty much the same. The only other difference that you might notice is when you compare it to the marked deck, it's a much lighter back color. It's like a reversed back color. It's more white, more of a grayish back, more white. This one has a lot more black on it, as you can see. That's the only other major difference from the other decks. Other than that, what you get is basically a standard B deck, standard B or USPC, I guess you could say, number cards and court cards. Standard B ace of spades with the consolidated Dorothy and the bee's nest and the flowers and everything. One of the only differences is David Blaine's face on the king of spades. I think the rest are all standard court cards. And you get two standard B jokers. And that's basically what you get. The cards, you know, they're spread nice and everything. Dribble. They dribble pretty nice. And they're a good quality card because they're B decks with cambric finish, which is a good finish. It's all kind of similar to their Illinois finish on the regular split spades and the air cushion finish on the bicycle split spades and the white lions. That's pretty good. For some reason it doesn't really fan as well as it should. But that's probably no B. But that's what you get if you buy that black deck. And the deck is also in a stack. This is how it came. This one, let me see something. You know what? Change that. I'm going to keep it because there is a slight variation in the back color. I'm not selling the B deck now. There is a slight variation in the color. That's what it is. This one is more of a white back. This one's a black back, so it's a reversed color. So that's kind of cool. So I'm actually going to keep the B deck in case you missed that. It's not for sale. But it is in a stack. This is the order it came in. Some kind of a Tamariz or a mnemonic stack. I'm not really sure. I'll keep it in that stack and I'll jot it down, I suppose. So there is a slight difference in the two decks. The one with the white seal is a more of a white back, and this one, the black seal, has a black back. It's like a reversed back. So that's kind of cool. I almost missed that. I almost sold it, but glad I didn't. Although, I may sell this Split Spades deck now. Although it is kind of a reverse of that one as well. We'll see. All I know is I don't have room for 13 decks in a 12 deck box. Then again, I might just keep that anyways. So, now there's only 5, possibly 4 decks. Actually 4 decks for sale because, like I said, one of these is basically sold. But no big deal. But anyways, glad I caught that. That is a little review on the B Split Spades decks from David Blaine. These are some of his older ones along with this one, which is basically the same except that it's tally hole. It says, just very quickly, I am Stutzman, Illinois finish, Split Spades, playing cards. And then there's the split spade on there. Looks very much like a tally hole box. This side, U.S. Playing Card Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. This side, Illinois finish, made in USA, which is probably one of the only David Blaine decks that actually says what finish is on, so it must be the oldest one. Top, there's nothing. On the bottom, no, nothing. The back, you see the back design, which is the same as the B's. I just showed you with the claw in the center. And there's a red seal and nothing on the flap here as well. You get a blank card. You get that same kind of a card as in the other one with a big spade pip And it actually goes like this, upside down, and it says David Blaine. That's just basically his initial, DB. So that's kind of cool. And then you get, there's his face on the ace of spades again. The rest of the cards are basically standard Tally Ho Bicycle USPC decks. And you'll see the jokers basically have his face on them, and it says Joker in the two corners. And the cards appear to be slightly off-centered. As you can see, a slight difference in the border thickness. You get a Tally Ho Ace of Spades with this deck. This is a basic Tally Ho Ace of Spades. I won't go into it. And just really quickly, that's what you get with this deck. It's pretty cool. And for some reason, this deck though it fans nicer. I should say dribbles nicely. Fanning wise though, it's not fanning too well. I'm not sure why. Usually Tally Ho's are really good. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly show you that one. These are the oldest David Blaine decks you can get, and they're harder to find, and they're more expensive, but they are pretty damn cool, as I often like to say. And I will do some reviews on these other cards coming up soon. I'll try to post one of these reviews on the Society of Magic. Hopefully, I did try. I was going to post a video on the Society of Magic a few days ago, but then I accidentally posted it on this channel by mistake, so hopefully that won't happen again. Anyway, this has been 365 Days of Cards, Day 4, and the video has been extremely long. I apologize for the video being so long, but I'll see you next time.